Hello. So we are back Wednesday, and we have a tricky job here, yeah. So I just want your opinion, okay? Because it's. Let me get a charger. This is a tricky one, yeah. I figured it out, but hard. Let's plug the charger and let's have a look at the laptop, yeah. So we did plug the charger. We have a Toshiba laptop. Yeah, so you're checking it. Pay attention on the light. So power on is coming on, you can see. Goes off. So what can be? That's the question. Again, now is the light is flashing 3 times. Did you see? Now it's on. Goes off. Now let me explain you. This fault, it's one of the simple fault, but actually it's one of the worst one. You know why? Because it can be anything. Yeah. So you have a laptop which is coming out, goes off. No, it's not the BIOS. I reset that BIOS till I broken the battery holder there. It's not the but can be. You can have a power rail issue. You can have a memory issue. You can have a processor issue. You can have a BIOS problem, a startup IO chip problem. You can have anything. Yeah, you can have a shorted USB. You can have anything. So anything, it will give you that fault. This is tricky. Okay. So what do we know? We know the Super IO is fine because it's reading the power button. When I press the power button, it is powering up. But after that, it's shutting down. And it's shutting down because of why? Because of what? Because a power supply can fail. So you have so many power supplies here. You can see every coil is a power supply. And anyone can fail. Like it's coming on and goes off, and the Super IO chip, it will shut down everything. That's how it works. Or you can have a power surge. Let's say the only way where can this happen is whatever you have on the serial mode with your power. So what do you have on the serial mode? Ground is ground, okay. But on the plus, then you have probably you have a what's that? Not coil. How it's called? Not resistor. It's not a resistor. It's a. I don't remember the name. Okay, that doesn't matter. Anyway, you can have a fuse, you can have a resistor. After that, you have first MOSFET, then you have the second MOSFET, then you have the current sensor. This is the weakest spot where you can lose the power. Okay? So that can be an issue. And I did try. So if I try, yeah, because that's what I will do. Let's say if I have a problem there, I will not short them just to carry the power over. I will come with the power supply, ground. And I will come with the plus straight on the main power rail. Yeah, not on the charging port. I will leave the charging port plugged in because I still need the input voltage. Yeah, the power management chip is checking the input voltage. Yeah, if it's the right amount, if it's, I will come straight on the power rail. On the power rail, you can come on any power supply on the capacitors. Okay? Here is ground. Here is plus. Okay, you can't see any current. The charger is plugged also. So I will power up the laptop. Power up. And it's taking 400 milliamps, 500 milliamps. And the power goes off. You can see it's going to 0. You can see. So I do have the power supply connected, which is supplying power. So that means it's not a power issue. Yeah. So what can be? Just tell me what can be. What can be? Yeah? Just think. Just think. Just try hard and figure it out and leave me a comment. Look, sorry. That's what I think it is. You see how hard it is? What can be? That's the question. I admit it, I did spend probably like 10-15 minutes to find the fault. And then I said, let's start the video, because I'm sure there are people, they can have the same fault. Especially with these tricky faults, like laptop Comigo goes off. Okay? Now, how did I find the fault? I start with basic. What things are there which will make the laptop goes off? And one of the thing is the lead sensor. Okay? No, it's not a faulty lead sensor, if that's what you think, yeah? But I start from there. Okay? Then the other things what the laptop can goes off, yeah? Like simple things, yeah? Just start thinking simple. Don't think on whatever can be here on the board, yeah? What else I did? I said, you know what? I will power up the laptop. 1 second. That's crazy. My OBS want to stop the recording and I did nothing. The other thing what can stop the laptop, let's say, is the power button. So what I said, let's power up the laptop and let's unplug the ribbon cable from the power button, right? And in this way, you can figure it out two problems. You can remove two possibilities, yeah? First, the lead sensor, which is here most likely, and the second, the power button. Okay? So let's try power up and take out the power button ribbon cable. So I took out the power button ribbon cable and the lead sensor also, yeah? And the laptop is working fine. But it took me a while, yeah? So obviously it's no hard drive. There you can see it's off and saying no bootable device. It's insane, yeah? What else you can do? You plug the charger, yeah, and the laptop is off. This is not connected, okay? And you start shorting down with a tweezer. Let me find a tweezer. Nothing can go wrong if you short. Here you have like 5 volts, you have like 3.3. It's okay, you can short them. The power supply, they have protection anyway. But on some point on the right pin, the laptop should come on, yeah? So I will short the first pin. Is not the second pin. Is not the third pin. The third pin, yeah, from the top. And the laptop, you see the fan is spinning, and the laptop should come on. Or maybe not. Be careful, because you can, if you touch it twice, the laptop will switch on and off. But it is on. Okay, laptop, it is on. But the fan stop, because probably this fan is spinning only when the laptop is starting and only when it's getting hot. But it's working fine. So what's the issue? Because even now the issue is hard. It's not hard, but it's tricky. So I'll unplug the charger, I'll plug back the cable. So what voltage do we have there? I plug the charger back. Let's get the multimeter and let's see what do we have there. So what do we have there? We have a 5 volts, yeah? The laptop is off. We have a 5 volts, which this is the voltage for the Hall sensor, which is the lead sensor. It's a Hall. A Hall sensor is very simple. I have 3 pins. One is plus, one is minus, and the second one is the hot wire, which is going from 0 to 1. Depends if you have a magnet close to the, yeah, or not. So here you have 5. So first one, 5. The second one is 0. Okay, that can be the lead sensor. I don't know. I don't care about. The next one The next one is 3.1 volts. Yes, and this is the power button, most likely 3.3. And the other one is 0. Okay, so this is 0. The second one is 3 volts. And the third one is 0. I don't remember what I short exactly. I said the third one is, yeah? That's what I said? Probably it's the second one, but because of the delay starting, I thought, you know what, it's the third one. So let's check on the second one. Second one, 3 volts, yeah? I'll take my finger, okay? I will take my finger and I will just, you know, touch the power button gently. Not pushing, I'm not pushing. And nothing happened. Let's press the power button and follow the voltage. Follow the voltage. Voltage is 0 and I release the power button, yeah? You can see? And now it goes back to 3. So one more time, pushing the button. Now it's fine. Now it's okay. One more time. Pushing, nothing happened. It's not even going to 0. Pushing is not even going to 0. Pushing is going to 0 and it will stay to 0. And now it's back to 3. I'm not even pushing. Now I'm not pushing. I'm not pushing the power button. I'm just gently moving the button. I'm not pushing it. So you see, that's a case when you have a faulty power button. A tricky one because it's working. So I have 3 volts pushing, is going to 0 and it's staying to 0. That's the catch. Yeah, you can see it's staying to 0 and now it's back to 3, but it's too late because you can't press the power button and you shut down the laptop. Actually, that's how the Super I/O is seeing. Okay, you push the power button and you keep it pressed, and okay, that's the moment to shut down everything. Yeah, that's why it's tricky. So if I push the power button and now I remove the cable, should see the laptop on, and it is on. You can see it. It is on. You see, that's a tricky fault. Hard to be found. Okay, so let's see what's wrong with the power button. So that's the power button relay cable. I haven't took it out before. So let's go and check under the microscope what's wrong here. Okay, what I will do, I'll get the multimeter. I should switch it on dial, yeah. But probably you can see the fault if it's on resistance mode. So what do we have here? We have ground and we have the hot wire. Let's see if it's working. You know, it will be a surprise if actually it's not the power button. So let's push it. Go to 0, release 0. Push 0, release 0. No, actually it is working. Let's move the power button gently and nothing happened. Okay, that's weird. Let's switch to resistance. So what do we have? We have like infinite resistance. Okay, I think I'm wrong this time. So I don't think it's the power button. It is something on the trucks, but not the power button. Oh, it is the power button. So we have 400 ohms. You can see 400 ohms. So one more time. We have 400 ohms. And moving the button, check how the resistance is changing. It is the power button. Okay. You see, this is a faulty power button. So actually, if you open a power button, or this button, if you check inside, so actually some metal get out from the, you know, the big bubble which is pushing the down. You can fix it? Yeah, of course you can fix it. The easy way, but that's not the right way. Depends. Easy way, right way. Who am I to decide? But anyway, you can throw some alcohol there and can work for a while, or you can open the button. Okay? But to open the button is tricky because you have to put it back. And, you know, it's not that easy. But this is tricky. Okay, so we have that thingy. I have this thingy which is soldered. These are clamps. Yeah? So you have two clamps on the sides and you have two solder bits here. So you have this bit and inside you have this thingy. And you see the issue is here. So actually here, but you can't see it. Here are some things, here and here, they make bridge. Okay, so what I will do, I will clean it. Let me get a earbud. I'll use some petrol. Petrol is nice, you know, it's living, it's lubricating the things. It's cleaning and lubricate. So that's all what you have to do. Now back together. Actually, also you can replace it. If you want, you can replace it. Yeah, so don't get me wrong, if you want to replace it, replace it. But I prefer to clean. And I still have these clamps here, so I can put it back. Ah, wait, I forgot this bit. Wait, I forgot that bit. I forgot that bit. Which is not like that. Should be like that. Okay. And now let's try and put it back. What do you think? We need to put back the clamps on sides. No, I can't put that one. And this one is bent. Possibly have to solder the button then. Yeah, we have to solder the button. We have to solder the button. But it's all good, yeah? It's all good. So all we have to do is to solder this bit here. Okay? But that's how you fix the button. Also, I can use hot glue to, to make it solid. So you have few ways to make it back, to put it back. It's kind of tricky because I don't want like any solder to goes inside of the button, and that will make me replace the button, and I don't want to replace it. I just want to solder the thing. I believe it's soldered. It is soldered. Okay. So now we are fine. Just to be sure, yeah? Just to be sure everything is solid, I use a little bit of hot glue, like usual. I do trust more the hot glue instead of that tiny solder. And that's all. Now let's put the button back. Well, you see, this is a tricky fault, and it will send you on a different ways, thinking, okay, it's a BIOS or it's a Super IO, faulty Super IO. When actually everything is more simple. Now let's test together. Plug the charger. Power up. And it's up. It's up and running. Okay. And it's working. It's that simple. Okay. Now I'll switch it off. Now it's off. Now it's on. It's working perfectly. That was the issue. And it happens on these buttons. Over the time, you'll see the button is getting shorted, and you have a resistance, or you press the button and it's still it's keeping like the button is pressed, but actually it's not pressed. It's a bridge inside of the switch. A bridge made with fine particles of metal. Okay, that was simple. Yeah, but if you check what you have to check, otherwise, it will drive you crazy if you start replacing things. I don't really know what you can replace, but yeah, keep in mind this is very important, and this was only a power button issue. When I will have a lead sensor issue, it's even worse. Actually, when you have a lead issue, and I've seen on MacBooks, especially on the MacBooks, MacBook Air, and you have the lead sensor is here on one side. When you have the MacBook Air, yeah, you have the MacBook Air. Here is the big battery. Here is the board, and here is the charging port, and the lead sensor is there. And usually, water damage happened there. And when the lead sensor is telling to the Super IO, okay, the lid is closed, but actually it's open. You push the power button and nothing happened, and it's looking exactly, but not only on MacBooks, even on this one, it's looking exactly like you have a dead Super IO. Yeah, so it's a dead Super IO which is not reading the power button. But actually, because of the lead sensor, that's why it's ignoring the power button. Okay, so stop now. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you like the video. And see you on the next one, yeah? Bye.